A very good evening and thank you so much for watching Uctv News. My name is Nora Sende to bring you the bulletin this evening. It is Wednesday, the 5th of June 2024. The government of Uganda, through the Minister of Luwero Triangle, Alice Kaboyo, has announced the release of the 51st Gratuity Fund schedule extended for the Greater Massacre civilian war veterans who supported the liberation war that brought the current government into power. While briefing journalists at the Uganda Media Center today, Alice Kaboyo said that over 3 billion has already been dispersed to the beneficiaries' respective accounts.
During a retreat in Chankwan's between President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni and the civilian war veterans in 2008, the president pledged to extend an appreciation gratuity, loosely translated as Akasima in Luganda, to all civilian war veterans who contributed in one way or another to the success of the 1981 to 1986 war that brought the incumbent government in power. The 3.43 billion Uganda shillings is targeting 1,269 beneficiaries, particularly from Luwero, Nakasongola, and Nakaseke districts, who were duly verified by the Veterans Verification Committee. According to the Minister Kaboyo, the Office of the Prime Minister is committed to ensure that the rightful beneficiaries receive the funds.
The Veterans Verification Committee will continue verifying the civilian veterans that have not yet been considered, and my office shall ensure that allocated funds for Kasimo is paid to the right beneficiaries. A Kasimo is not commensurate to one's contribution, but rather a thank you in recognition of one's contribution.
The General Manager of Commercial Services at Centenary Bank, Michael Jingo, has said that the eligible beneficiaries have a period of 90 days to claim their gratuity from their respective accounts.
The payment tranche that the minister has mentioned about, that is the 51st, was received at the bank, and the beneficiaries are already at the bank receiving this money. I would like to confirm that. Then we are able to do, after payments, we do the reconciliation and the reporting in 90 days. So these people are allowed to come to the bank in the next 3 months. So if they are not yet allotted, they have 90 days within which to report to the bank and access this money. Then after the 90 days, we shall do a report to the Office of the Prime Minister indicating those who have received and those who have not received the money.
On behalf of the Veterans Verification Committee, Kabandwa Chigund has highlighted on the procedures followed to identify the right beneficiaries.
The first thing which we do in verifying these people, first we know them because we fought with them since 1981 up to today. The first group, we started with the members of the National Resistance Council who benefited 10 million each. And then followed by members of the external wing who also were paid 5 million as a Kasimo. This is a token of appreciation. It's not, as mentioned by the minister, it's commensurate. It's not commensurate with what you did in the liberation struggle, but it's a token of appreciation. Those are getting 5 million. Then members of the security committees, those who first knew what is taking place, what is going to take place, those are referred to as members of the security committees. Those security committee members are getting 5 million also. Then other contributors like militias, supporters, those who gave us food, and there are those who gave us their forest, where could go to someone, you have a forest somewhere, go and hide yourself there. So those people also are getting 5 million as a token of appreciation.
In this program, as orchestrated by the president himself, it aims at rewarding the civilians who directly or indirectly contributed to the success of the guerrilla war. The beneficiaries are grouped in 3 categories. The first one being the group of those who actively participated in the war. The contact group, which comprises of those who harbored and provided materialistic support to the fighters. And the third group of the spouses or immediate relatives of the fighters. The 3 groups will earn 10 million, 5 million and 1.2 million respectively. Joseph Kabale, Uctv News.
The State Minister for Higher Education, John Chrysostom Muyingo, has appealed to female students across the country to embrace the Students' Loan Scheme as they stand huge chances of being considered. While addressing the Students' Loan Beneficiaries list for the academic year 2023-2024, Muyingo noted that the number of female applicants has increased but still wanting.
The Higher Education Students Financing Board was established by the Higher Education Students Financing Act No. 2 of 2014 as a body corporate to provide loans and scholarships to students intending to pursue higher education in Uganda. Under the Student Loan Scheme, the board awards study loans to Ugandan students seeking to pursue higher education but are financially constrained. Upon completion of the academic courses, the beneficiaries are allowed a grace period before they start repaying their students' loan. Since its inception, 14,601 students have so far benefited from the program, with this year having 1,196 beneficiaries, of which only 317 students, representing 24.75%, female beneficiaries. It is on this ground that the Minister for Higher Education, John Chrysostom Muyingo, appealed to the qualified students to embrace the program for their own benefit.
The successful female applicants, as already stated by the chairperson of the board, were 317. I would like to encourage all the girl child to always take up this offer as they stand high chances of getting government support. I'm glad to note that a total of 74 districts had all the applicants successful. That saw most applicants from northern region leading in the total awards, while all the 11 persons with disabilities were successful this year. This understood this, and I understand this means that special needs is also given the special attention. I'm really very happy about this. And this also means that all those who are eligible in that category successfully grabbed are going to benefit from this application.
Muyingo further revealed the government's commitment to enhance accessibility of equitable education to the underprivileged by hinting on the 13 billion which was disbursed to facilitate the program.
The government of Uganda is very committed to increasing equitable access to higher education. The board was recently given a total of Uganda shillings 13.958 billion to pay off the outstanding domestic arrears owed to the tertiary institutions. And it also supports a new cohort of learners in the academic year 2023-24. I'd like to inform the universities that all the outstanding arrears are going to be paid off before the close of the financial year 2023-2024.
The executive director of the board, Michael Wanyama, has highlighted on the measures set to ensure full recovery of the funds.
We give a learner a grace period of 1 year after completing your studies. And then the repayment period is double the study period. For instance, if you did a course of 3 years, the repayment period will be 6 years plus a grace period of 1 year. That translates into 7 years. So it's a longer term loan. You do not expect this repayment within only 1 year. Now, you remember very well when the chair was giving his report, he said, we are registering all the student loan beneficiaries on Credit Reference Bureau. The essence of that is that if you don't pay back our money, then your chances, it will limit your chances of getting loans from commercial banks. So we are beginning to work very well with the commercial banks, just to ensure, because we are trying to look at your credibility and your ethical stance and enforcing, because we know when one bank asks you whether you have ever serviced back your loan, it will in a way force you to pay back. And that's going to help us a lot. We are also working with the Federation of Uganda Employers. We entered into a memorandum of understanding with them, and all employers going forward on employing any person, they are supposed to write to the board that we have so far employed X, Y, Z, so that we go back and check in our database whether that person has ever received a loan or not. And on this note, I want to thank especially banks. Banks are complying so much. On employment of any new person, they write to us and we cross-check. Those are some of the things we are doing. And we also, of course, sensitizing the borrowers. Because, you see, we want to create a revolving fund. Whoever borrows must pay back so that another person in a similar need also benefits.
When questioned about the government's move to dissolve the board into its mother ministry, whether it might somehow hinder the project's effectiveness, Muyingo had this to say.
What you hear about rationalization, restructuring, bring back these agencies to the ministry as what is likely to happen very soon. What is going to happen? Two things. One, the name of the body is going to change, because they have been in the ministry. There is even nothing like saying they are coming to the ministry. It's just the name that is going to change. The functions are going to continue. As I've heard, I've already directed that they start advertising. In good time, they are going to advertise. Two, the scheme is going to get more money. All the money that was going to support the board, the kind of tea they will take, all this is going now to the child, the poor child in Uganda, who is academically powerful but financially challenged.
Joseph Kabali, UCTV News.
As Uganda gears up to celebrate the National Heroes Day on Sunday, the 9th of June, the Uganda People's Congress Party has urged the government to strive to improve service delivery to realize this year's theme of Hail Our Heroes, a secure Uganda is now a reality. Addressing the media at the party offices, Sharon Arash, the party spokesperson, highlighted industrial unrest and the decline in the quality of service delivered as one of the key areas that must be prioritized to realize this year's theme.
When we reflect back and try to project the future, we have a long way to go, which contradicts with the theme of the day. A secure Uganda cannot be a reality when our people are living in poverty. The social welfare programs like the Emyoga, Operation Wealth Creation, among others, have failed. The youth livelihood program for the youth is a total mess. It is our hope that the ongoing parish development model will achieve its intended purpose. As are on strike. The social services like education and healthcare are on a high decline. The unfair taxation policies are overburdening the business community and contributing to the collapse of some businesses and organizations amidst the weak economy. As a country, we need to refocus and place the interests of our citizens of Uganda at heart. Facilitate effectively and establish more schools and hospitals, as well as ensuring equal access to opportunities. When you look at Dr. Apollo Milton Obote, I don't know how many of you have heard of the myth of Akokoro City. Dr. Obote developed this country vis-a-vis his own development of his own home area. But look at the development of our politicians today. They are more well-off than their voters. When you look at the politicians vis-a-vis the voters, you question who is in charge of who. When you look at the service delivery and how much the corrupt officials are stealing from Ugandans.
Well, it's now time for Today in History. Thank you so much for watching UCTV News. We are taking a quick break. Don't miss the ROM reports when we return.
UCTV, good news for all.
Catch incredible stories of resilience and success.
You can manage dirty money
with a topping of inspiration.
Get interested in people, not interested in yourself.
Inspire, achieve, repeat.
You are watching UCTV, good news for all. For this and more, tune in to Kasese Get Radio 100.5 in Western Region, located at the hill of the Diocese of Kasese. KGR brings you all Catholic programs and an advertising platform in all our radio shows like Good Morning Renzori, Chama Towoka, Ukute, the business show, Propeller, the Request show and sports, Evaluation, Bahinga Bakuluka, Late Night Show, and many others. Our other services include Isuzu Tipa, a no car, public address system, live band, Omokekera, an audio recording studio, and outside live broadcast. For more information, call 0773 597 166 or visit our website www.kasesegatradio.com. Kasesegat Radio, Omusondoria, the voice of truth. UCTV, good news for all.
Well, that marks the end of our bulletin this evening. It has been nice having you. I am Nora Sende. Do have yourself a great evening and a good night.